right? I'm in the park and I'm taking a little break from walking to get a little iron pumping going on here. So I've got my 50-pound dumbbells. I'm going to do sets of 10 lying on the ground. I actually have one of my old work jackets that I'm using as a bench or a mat for myself. I'm going to just do sets of 10 with the dumbbell chest press. The idea here is making sure that you do resistance training and cardiovascular training on a regular basis. Okay, simple. Keeping it simple for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Around about 20 years ago, I would say, possibly 2000, I became a big fan of Charles Poliquin. Prior to that, I'd come across his German volume training article in Muscle Media 2000. That was back in '97. But I revisited, I had that article, that magazine for a long time. I revisited the article because I wanted to understand the concept of simple movements in order to make an athlete better. I came up in a gym when I first started going into gyms where bodybuilders were doing quite a bit of variety for development, and guys like Paul Chek and Charles Poliquin were talking very different scientific principles predicated on building performance. Poliquin was all about time under tension, and German volume training was 10 sets of 10 with the same exercise, as opposed to doing inclines, declines, pec flies, barbells, dumbbells. Back in the day, the bodybuilders that I came up around, man, when they hit a muscle group, they did everything. But that's not always practical. Hold on one second, let me do another set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's not always practical, all right? Gyms are crowded when you can get into one nowadays. It's very difficult to keep the momentum of a workout going if you're having to constantly wait. And nowadays, people, and I'm not gonna judge people, nowadays some of these people are branding themselves on social media. That's how they feed their families, that's how they feed themselves, and they can occupy some space in the gym. So you have to be able to think quickly, change directions, and be very resourceful in and outside of the gym. So much better for many of us now to explore the environment, explore the outdoors, get in touch with the nature that we're so blessed to have. Because of the situation with the pandemic, it's forcing us to rethink a lot of different things, particularly how we use space outside of a confined gym to get fit. All right, let me get to the third set. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, using the environment in order to continue becoming fit is one of the greatest gifts that we have in terms of parks. In many states, you have beautiful, beautiful parks, and you can make great use of them. A lot of people don't, so it gives you an opportunity to stop, literally smell the roses in many cases, and you're getting this entire holistic approach, right? If you're like me, you're doing some cardio, Right now, I do some power walking, I'll do some jumping, some jump ropes. But if you're like me, doing calisthenics, a little bit of weight training and cardiovascular exercise outside really revitalizes you, gives you the energy in order to become creative. And a lot of times we need to be creative, and we need to be kind of, I don't know, reestablish, with simplicity. And this helps us keep our eyes on the prize, or the goal of getting into, let's say, why am I getting into shape? I'm getting into shape because I'm moving closer to my 50s. I want to be there for my children. I want to be inspirational. I want to teach people what I know so they can apply it to themselves. I have a lot of years of experience on paper, just with the certifications alone. It's one thing. It has taken me at least 10 years to cultivate the idea of speaking within everybody's zone of comprehension. So I don't want to be that person to overanalyze certain things. I'm trying to get you guys to take action now, and why it's important to take action and not to overanalyze. Let me get one more set in here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm telling you, many people are going to think you're strange when you're doing stuff like this. People are, but after a while, I believe everybody will get it. Man, I got sweat in my eyes. These parks provide, many parks nowadays will provide you monkey bars to do pull-ups on. Some of them, and Brooklyn in particular, when you go out to the city, many of those parks have full-on outdoor gyms. And there's one in town, Somerset, New Jersey, Franklin. I'm gonna go and shoot there one day and show you what their outdoor gym park looks like. It's really awesome. Gathering my thoughts here, because again, I don't want to try to cram too much information into something that's supposed to be nice and simple. Here's the takeaway message. It's easy to procrastinate. It's easy to let this stuff fall by the wayside because you ran out of time. It's also easy to take 5 to 15 minutes out of your day to just move, do an exercise, challenge yourself, make it challenging but doable. That will add up. It's like finding $5 every day and just throwing it into the bank. Then it's like finding $5 twice a day and throwing that into the bank, or finding $5 3 to 4 times a day and throwing it into the bank. It adds up after a while. At first it seems like nothing, but it adds up. It becomes a habit. And you need to sometimes form or reform habits that got you the best body that you had in the past. That's why I call my show Back in Shape with T, because I realized that some of you were already in shape and life got in the way. So I'm helping you get back there by this month, introducing the concept of intermittent exercise. I know what this month is for many parents. It's back to school month. I gotta watch these kids like a hawk. I gotta know whether they're doing their homework or not. I gotta know whether the homework's up to par. I don't have a lot of bandwidth in my mind in order to say, man, I'm going to select this day, this time to do this routine. This is the time of year where I tend to fall off. And I want to nip that in the bud and teach you to nip it in the bud. All right, there you go. Stop the talking. No more talk, like Willie D says. Get to the action, like TJ says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was set number 6. I might take just about 30 seconds rest here and then go ahead and do another set. 7 sets of 10. And then I'll call that for the chest press on the flat surface. Maybe later today I will do a chest press on an incline surface. I will do no more than 14 sets for chest today if I do that, okay? If I even do that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, soaking up all that vitamin D from the sun. It's all about quality and consistency. I'll catch you guys next time. Might do some jump rope next.